Hi everyone, in this tutorial we will walk through the complete process of flow of the PPC module, starting from the configuration of the fixed asset structure up to the linking tools with PPC Master. Before we begin working in the PPC module, it is essential to first create and configure the fixed asset group and fixed asset master. To start with that, first we redirect to the finance module. Under that we have fixed asset group master. The fixed asset group acts as a classification category that helps organize different types of assets such as machinery, equipment and production tools. To do this, navigate to the fixed asset group creation screen and to the group name. Once we click on this, we will redirect to the listing page of the fixed asset group master. From right hand side we have add button. Once we'll click on this, we'll redirect to the add page of the fixed asset group. So you need to select either is from plant and machinery, tools and dies. These options you have. For the PPC, for the production, once you need to select either is plant or machinery, or you are selecting tools and die, and then group name. So whatever group you want to add for the fixed asset, you can create the group from here. Once you go back in the listing page, you can find out your created group. Next step, in the fixed asset master, again from the add button you can add this. These are the options. First is fixed asset. Again you need to select. Then this is not mandatory. This asset group, this asset name, SKU code, division, under asset, if is there under asset name, you need to select, you can select that. So in this fixed asset, once we are creating the tools, for the tools or for the plant and machinery, you can add these complete details in the fixed asset master. Depreciation details of the tool, use of life either for the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. Ledger name, it is used for shift based production. If yes, you need to check on this. If depreciation percentage as per companies act, you need to add depreciation percentage as per income tax act. So this is non-mandatory field with effect from date. Once you fill all this complete detail, first for the depreciation detail you need to click on the add button, so all the information will be added in the grid below. For the opening stock as well, you need to put all the details of the opening stock, and then once you add, it will show in the grid below. So once you will fill all the information, you just need to click on the save button. It will save automatically and it will go to redirect to the listing page, and you can find out the fixed asset you have created. After created the fixed asset, now you need to move to the PPC module. So now we can move forward to the PPC master section. So you need to click on the PPC, and from the PPC master section we have these different sub modules in the PPC module. First is PPC master. All the master will be created here. Then we have this additional tools and die management for the different purpose for the tools and die. So differently you can this add and manage the tool and die from here. Third is we have this product process cycle. So this is the complete cycle where we need to map all the product to the process, product to the component, product to the BOM, and man and machine, all these details, as well as for the component process as well. So the fourth one is production planning. After completing the details of master and after mapping all this product cycle, now we are moving to the production planning. So here we can do the create planning, dispatch schedule, machine load balancing, and then create production MTS. After that we have a job card, so we can issue the job card first, then work will be start, but we have the job card section here. Then we have PPC tracker, then process cycle tracker for the process component and product. So we are starting from the PPC masters. In PPC master, various production related configuration are maintained, including machine tools and process resources. When adding tools in PPC master, the system provides a drop down selection that automatically fetches the entire from the fixed asset master. So first we have the section name. in the PPC master, you click on the section name. From here, first we need to add the section name. From the add button, you have option to add the section name. This is single field master. Once you add the section, either section number 4, section 3, section 5, so basically it's a section that need to divide and they need to map with the process as well. So section 1, then the next process, again from the PPC master, we have to add the machine electric consumption. So from this page, from this page from the add button, you need to add the machine master. So once you click on this, I'm using the edit button here to show the proper field and the proper description what we can add in the machine master. So let's suppose we have this section name robots, and from the machine name is, this is the machine name, basically what you have entered previously from the set, and then you can select the machine name and average electric consumption as per shift. So this is the electric consumption as per your company, so you need to just add the electric consumption, this average shift hours and the average electric consumption per hour. It will be find out from this electric consumption, shift, kilowatt and shift hours. So now we are moving to the next master process, that is process master. So this is very important. Now we are define the this points, these fields that will come into the drop down of the process where we are linking the process. So process master, we can add these are the, let's suppose these are the process we have, like body inside padding, lid assembly, lid edge buffing. So these are the process, let's suppose we have. So we need to add the process, which process will be do later. So from here we have this fields, we need to add the details in this field. First is process name. If we want to tag to the raw material, we can tag to the raw material as well. Otherwise we can, if we want to tag to the outsourced process, we can also tag that. So this is the department or employee. Also we can select if we want to add some department or some employee to the process, so later on we can easily find out the employee name. So we just need to tag from here. Either you can select all, either you can select the, basically here we select the production employees. So you need to select the department production, and then employee you need to select from the production department. Once you save, it will redirect to the process name listing page. And now we are moving to the third master process, that is called production shift master. From here, from the right hand side add button, you can add this complete details of shift timing. From the shift timing, you have this option, it is for production, then the rule name. Basically we need to add the rule wise shift timing. So let's suppose we have the rule called mandatory hours. First rule is mandatory hours. Either is for the production, either is for the office, we need to select that. If it is for the production, we need to select the production. Number of shift we need to select. So we have the shift timing 1, 2 or 3. We need to select either is for 2 shift or 1 shift. Per shift hours we need to find out either is 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. So we need to add in the per shift hours field with effect from date. Working hour rules, it's a working hour rule, basically it's not a mandatory. Total breaks, so in 2 shift, as per 1 shift is 6 hour. So if we have the 1 hour or 2 hour break, we need to find out if one shift is for 12 hours, then we can also add the 2 hour break or as per your organization. So once you fill the complete detail, so below breakup wise you can add the shift name, So the break first is enter the shift 1 name and then enter the shift 2 name. At above, this is the complete rule name. We have the 2 shift. Now shift 1 or shift 2 name you need to add. Start time of the shift 1, start time of the break of the shift 1, and then start time of the break of the second break of the shift, first shift, then end time, start time, end time, start time, end time of break, start time, end time of break. If we have multiple breaks also, you can add the multiple breaks as same in the second shift. So once you click on the save button, details will be saved, and you can use the details further when we are going to map the process. So now we are moving to the fourth one called process tool mapping. Now we have the process tool mapping process. So in this process tool mapping, we have this tool name, process name. Once you click on the add button, you can find out the sections that you need to fill. First is tool name, that comes from the fixed access master, then machine name also, and then process name. Just you need to map the process to the tool. So process tool mapping. So from the listing page, now we are moving to the next call, reason of rejection. Again, this is the master, single field master, where we can put out the reason of rejection. Either it's for the bad quality, broken, or unusable. So these are the details you need to fill in the reason of rejection. Again, reason of rework is also single field master, where we can add why we are doing the rework. What is the reason of rework? Either it's incomplete process, either it's basically unable to communicate, whatever the reason. This is basically for the rework process. And if any special instruction during the process you need to give to the worker, so the special instruction you need to tag during the product planning or during the mapping. So this one you need to fill in the special instruction process. Again, we have the average electric unit rate. So from this master, you need to add the average electric unit rate, either is 20, 15, 14 as per your organization, or with effect date from. So from this date, this average electric unit rate will be counted, will started, and then once you click on the save button, the page will get saved. The next one is in the master section. We have this manpower cost. So you need to add the manpower cost before mapping the manpower to the process. So in this section, we have this field. First is average skill cost per month. So we have this employee type in the production. First is skilled, second is semi-skilled, fourth one is unskilled, basically a worker. Or so for the skilled cost per month, average you need to find out, either is 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 as per your organization. Total shift hours to cost per shift. So once you fill the cost and shift hours, automatically cost per shift will be find out for the person, and cost per hour also. So same for the semi-skilled, cost per month for the semi-skilled employee, same for the semi-skilled employee, and then same for the unskilled employee. So these are the costing that automatically will be coming in the screen once you will fill the detail of cost per hour, month, or shift hours. Next we are moving to the next master called production order master. So basically it's a production order, so it's the first, second, third, which order which process will be work. So this is the production order. And let's suppose we have this is the documented process. Let's suppose we have the document number, revision number, the production order. So in the production order wise, we have this document or author approval is required, so we can add these details. It's a basically the master, if it's use it is in use for you, so you can use it. Again we have the warehouse master for the PPC. So when you have the option to tag the warehouse, you can tag that. So before that you need to just create the master of warehouse. Now we are moving to the very important process called product process cycle, where we need to map. So from the product process mapping, basically the component mapping, not everyone will be do that. So in the production cycle for the PPC, mostly organization do the product and the process mapping. So for the product we need to do the planning and all this thing. So this is the first one, is product process mapping. In this screen, from the add button, you can add the single ad to the to do the mapping of product and process. So before that we have already added the division. Let's suppose it's a, we can adding it's a cookware division. Now group name, we category name we have to select, then group name for the product, for the subgroup, and then for this subgroup we don't have product right now. So now we have this product, and then we can add the process, sequence, and so what is this? Basically in the add process section we have the process name, sequence, and process type. So let's suppose we have this process name called body Alora shape. So sequence we are giving the 1. So the first one will be always will be independent. Then second process, third process, we can dependent on the first, second, third. Likewise that. So first process we are moving as independent. Then we can add the multiple process in this screen. So once you will add the multiple process, and we already added the product here. So just information will be saved once you click on the save button. So this is the screen where we can add the we can do the mapping of the product and process. The second one is product BOM mapping. So for the product we have already created our BOM for the in the RMAP section. So we just need to map the BOM to the process. So this is the category name, group name, subgroup name. We need to add this all section, and then product name. Once you select the product, and then we need to select the BOM ID. So suppose this one, and then group name. We just need to check either we have this information. Yes, we have. So BOM ID we have this 912. So basis on that all the item will be fetched on, which will created and which will added in the BOM. So what we need to do, we just need to add the process name here. So right now we there is no process name is coming out here. What we need to do, in the process section, this is the process master. If just go to the process master, let's suppose this is it's canister. So once you process map with machine and tool, you just need to select that, and you need to select the tag to the raw material and employee also. So once you complete the process, then you can add the process also here. So this is not mandatory for all, but you need to just add the process name here. So once you will save, then the process mapping with BOM will be done, and then move to the next process. Now we have this process called product man and machine mapping. So we have this fields where we can add the information of production process machine mapping. To add the category names, this group name, subgroup name, we just need to check where we have the complete information. For the in the electrical appliances, yes, we have the information. And then product, so we have this a process name, sequence, process type, tool, machine. These are the information. So this is the screen where we can tag the production process to the machine mapping. And then when we go to the next process, next process is job costing manpower. Again, we can map the product to the job costing manpower. We have already completed the master of job costing. So once you select the category name, the group name, subgroup name, and then product, verify date from